is that, you know, I am a firm believer in the right of the state of Israel to exist. There's nobody that would take that population.
Do you think that's because they're concerned with their trade relationships being threatened, or they just don't want their country to become a hotbed for Israeli bombardment?
Oh, I think that they don't want it to become a hotbed for poverty unrest. I think that they look at the lesson of Lebanon, in which the Palestinian refugees settled in Beirut, and Beirut has never been the same, and Lebanon has never been the same. It's completely corrupt. There's a pressure from internally because of the political pressure, because of the Shia-Sunni split, and then you have this situation in which nobody wants the Palestinians, but nobody wants to take the Palestinians. And the same as this. If you're an Israeli and just a citizen, not a part of this government, not a supporter of Netanyahu, you are somebody that is sitting there and you watch what they did on October 7th and you go, how the fuck can I possibly live this way? How can anybody live this way? How can you live this way without eradicating the threat? And that's humanity. I know that there's no way about talking about this without really offending so many people. You would have a generation upon generation that would justifiably haunt Israel.
And haunt the United States.
And haunt the United States. And haunt any of the Western allies.
9/11 every weekend.
Yeah, and why people can't understand that. Same goes for Iran. The Iranian people, the Persian population, that is not a part, which is the vast majority, adherence to the Ayatollah, or a supporter of the dictatorial government that rules Iran right now. They don't support their government. If they do have the fissile material to be able to create a crude weapon, which according to Secretary Moniz, former Secretary of Energy, they have enough uranium to create basically a crude nuclear bomb. They could be transported by rail car. I don't know if you've read Tom Friedman. I think it's probably the most prescient thing that's been written about this in at least many months. Tom Friedman wrote a thing, is that the worst thing that's happened to the people, the Jewish people, is the Israeli government. Jewish people globally. The threats to their lives, the anti-Semitism that it has generated, the implication that if you are a Jew that you support Netanyahu. By the way, not Israel, not the right of Israel to exist, not that you aren't a Zionist, as my father is a Zionist. And he hadn't said one fucking thing about how many people that are still hostages that he refuses to negotiate for.
That 100.
That to me is a monster. And I support Israel. And I definitely support my Jewish wife and my Jewish son. And I believe in the right of the state of Israel to exist in peace and in prosperity. How do we talk about it without offending everyone? And I think my dad tried his hardest to be able to figure that out. The people that you said that stood up and, would just felt despondent because they didn't think that anything has changed.